If you love the drag content and all the exposed, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now and also turn your notifications on.
Looking at a little thing called the House of Aja. You had some people in this house. You had Kandy Muse, you had Dahlia Sen, Janelle number 5. You had these people in a little drag house with you, and then the drag house is no more. Am I correct about that?
Yes. So, there was also Momo Shade, and Momo Shade and the other girls. Not really Dahlia. Dahlia's always like, I guess it's Switzerland. You know, the one who's just very neutral. I kind of want to call her Purgatory, though. So I'm going to call her Purgatory. She was Purgatory, and she kind of stood out of it, but there was an altercation, and Momo was like, I don't want to do this anymore. So she's out, and, she got fired from the gig that they were all doing together. So, boom, it's them three and me. And then it just... to be honest with you, I just went on tour. I came back and I had a few weeks off, and I was like, okay, I got some lunch, and I'd go and open Instagram, and it's like, oh, the dollhouse, because 3 is better than 4, and da-da-da. So I was like, oh, okay, let's see what this is about. And I remember I had breakfast with the dollhouse, minus Dahlia, Switzerland. And I just... I expressed how I felt, and I just said, I wish you luck, I said that I don't think the dollhouse was a unique name, but they were very into it. And I said, okay, that was just my 2 cents, unwarranted. And then we kind of just let it off. I said, the only thing I ask is that, I've always supported you guys. Just don't ever drag me or throw me under the bus, because I really did take a lot of my platform from Drag Race and shared it with them. And I never had a qualm about doing so. It was just like, you know what? If you want to do that, if you want to come with me onto the skit, if you want to be my assistant, and, you can still get in drag and do what you want to do. Or maybe, I should push the word. We could do performances together. We should show up together, do group numbers, especially to local places that book me. I had no problem doing it, sharing them on the social media, posting the pictures and everything. But, then they were like, we want to be the dollhouse. And I said, okay. And I didn't really feel any way about it. Also because I was moving on to doing music, and I had just sort of just got over dealing with this whole identity issue revolving around drag, and whether I was like, oh, am I doing drag, or am I just giving you just femme and this is just clothes? And the real epiphany was, I realized I don't want to perform the gender. I more so just want to be it. So that was what ceased the drag for me. But that also made the dollhouse feel like, well, you're doing something different, and maybe you should do that, and we should do this. And, it was a mutual agreement that we would just move forward, and we would acknowledge each other.
Well, one of your sisters is on this current season of Drag Race, season 13. And during the first episode, she made it seem like there might have been a falling out between you two. Was there?
I heard you're a member of the House of Aja.
That's the former House of Aja, but yes.
What house now?
The dollhouse from my drag sis, Dahlia Sen, from season 12.
Prior to that airing, no. I think we've always had our ups and downs. I think we're both difficult people. I mean, if you're in show business, you are difficult. Nobody in this world is that easy and is making it far. because we got to know what you want. You know, but with that being said, we've had very conflicting personalities that can you know, when something's good and sweet, it can complement something, but when it's sour, it's the opposite effect. I think that's how our relationship will kind of go on that roller coaster. But we were very close. We didn't have a falling out prior to the show. I think what it really was that I really wanted them to be doing their best and being the best them, not just as an artist or an entertainer, but to be the best person they can be. You know, I felt I was never really just a drag mother to the House of Aja or to numerous other people in New York. I was also like a real maternal figure in a lot of these people's lives. If they needed something, I gave it to them. You know, oh, I'm short for my rent. I need $200. I gave it to them. If, oh, I need this. Oh, are you hungry? Are you this? Like, I will cook for you. Come over. I'll cook for everyone else. Like, I was really that type of person. And, you know, there was a time when I got on Drag Race and, you know, they were doing a lot of gigs around the US, and there was like fights that were happening and things were happening. And, you know, I just kind of had to put on not just the house mother hat, but the friend hat and the realistic hat and say, hey, like, you really need to chill. Like, you know, I'm not trying to like bust your chops, but, you know, you're a reflection of me. And I don't want you to forget your humility. Not that I've never said anything nasty, because let's be real. I think people are afraid to admit that they have dark sides and people think they're all angels, but we all say nasty shit to people, even the people we love and care about, when we're in our darkness. And I feel like there's no shame admitting that. So, you know, were there times where I was like, you nasty fat bitch? Yes, there was times where I said that. Were there times where she said nasty, disgusting shit to me too? Yes, absolutely. But, you know, that's the reality. But it was not that bad. I was very taken aback, though, on how it was very perceived.